is News 3 Now at 6.
We have been abandoned by the federal government, and COVID-19 numbers are skyrocketing across the nation, with over 1 million new cases per week. We have been abandoned by the state legislative leadership, who failed to meet even once to take action on this pandemic.
Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway today urging leadership to do more. The last legislative action taken on COVID-19 was back in April. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos shared a different message this afternoon at the Capitol.
The fight against COVID is not partisan, and it is something that we want to make sure we continue to engage in a thoughtful process where both the legislature and the executive have an opportunity to put ideas forward.
We have team coverage tonight looking at how state and local leaders are handling this surge in COVID cases just before the holiday season. Gabriela Becerra has details about a new Dane County order banning indoor gatherings.
But we start with Amy Reed as the governor and Assembly Republicans each present pandemic response plans. She is live now at the Capitol. Amy?
Well, once again, the governor and the legislature seem to be on different pages. The governor released a bill that largely extends provisions from the original coronavirus response legislation through 2021. While today, the Speaker of the Assembly gave a list of ideas saying he wants to work on something with Evers. After 7 months with essentially no action, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and other Republicans came to the table with ideas.
We did not draft a bill. We do not have specific drafted proposals because our intention was to sit down with the governor and actually talk about our ideas, putting a bill together as a whole.
The concepts he laid out included doubling contact tracing, extending the National Guard's help with testing, and creating a pilot program for rapid at-home testing. He also said he wants more resources for hospitals and aid for businesses, hoping to use federal money before state dollars. Though CARES Act money expires at the end of the year, Vos is confident Congress will pass more relief.
It's not necessarily just an open checkbook, but certainly the access to resources to guarantee that we're going to have contact tracing, testing, and hopefully help for small business.
The bill Governor Evers sent to Vos tackles issues covered in legislation passed earlier this year, extending provisions through the end of 2021. It includes waiving the 1-week waiting period for unemployment, ensuring COVID testing and treatment and telehealth are all covered by insurance, and waiving student testing requirements for this school year. Vos said he hopes to meet this week to start negotiations.
We want to find ways to work together with Governor Evers. We think that some of his ideas are certainly workable, some are not, but I think that's the point of negotiations.
Vos wouldn't give many specifics on what he likes and what he doesn't in Evers' plan. He said he's willing to talk and pass something as soon as possible, as early as December. Now, Gabriela Becerra has more on the new public health order in Dane County.
Well, Amy, it's no coincidence that this order starts just a week before Thanksgiving. Local leaders worry that without it, we'll see a surge of COVID-19 cases following the holiday, and that could push our hospitals over the edge. Dane County leaders are hoping to prevent a long-time fear from becoming reality.
A post-Thanksgiving surge could move our hospitals past the tipping point.
Instead of pleading with people to stay home, they're targeting the main source of spread.
The numbers continue to climb, and the data clearly point to indoor parties and gatherings as a key contributor to transmission.
Public Health Order number 10 says no one from different households can gather indoors regardless of size.
Not your friends, your family, coworkers, or teammates in an indoor space.
The order also lowers outdoor gatherings to 10 people. Small businesses will continue to operate under past capacity limits, but Order 10 still relies on complaints and personal accountability to work.
We're asking for everybody to comply and to think about what they can do, what you all can do.
A Madison police spokesperson says the department assists public health as needed and does not have plans to focus on Thanksgiving gatherings. Those are gatherings the health director knows some people will choose to travel for.
We're asking you to not do things outside of Dane County that we're asking you not to do in Dane County.
Instead, they hope staying apart this year will bring us all together for a long time to come.
We want our loved ones to be around, not for just this one holiday, but for all the holidays and all the special occasions of our lives.
The order begins Wednesday at midnight and will be in place for the next 28 days. That'll give public health the next 2 14-week cycles to figure out if it's working and what will need to be in place going forward.
Gabby, thank you. COVID-19 related deaths have reached a new high in Wisconsin. 87 more people have died in the last day. There are more than 7,600 new confirmed cases, which beats our previous single-day record set on Friday. The 7-day positivity rate is at 35%, down slightly from the all-time high of 36% that we reached yesterday.
Well, despite the wind, we will see warmer temperatures tomorrow. Let's check your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Should be a nice day tomorrow and a milder day thanks to those southerly winds that will be kicking in. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam in downtown Madison. It's actually a pretty evening. The winds are very light, so even though it's cold, it's not unbearably cold. High temperatures today only made it into the upper 30s in Madison. 39 was the official high here, but to the southwest, temperatures were in the lower 40s. North and east of Madison, temperatures mainly stayed in the 30s. They're now down into the upper 20s north of the Dells, but generally low to mid 30s elsewhere. With winds becoming a little more southerly later on tonight, I think we'll see our temperatures probably bottom out around midnight, and then you can see those temperatures staying nearly steady overnight in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees. That will give us a good head start for tomorrow as those winds pick up out of the south. Sunny skies or partly sunny skies will allow the high temperature to climb to 48 degrees. Be even milder with highs in the lower 60s for Thursday before some showers arrive for the weekend. A little more details in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Again, on this Tuesday, we are seeing long lines at the Alliant Energy Center community testing site. We know there tends to be a large demand on Tuesdays because the site is closed on Sundays and Mondays. According to Public Health Madison-Dane County, the wait time reached 4 hours today. At the state level, health officials are planning to distribute vaccines.
To be candid, this COVID-19 vaccination planning and dissemination is even more complicated than we had ever imagined. It will be the most extraordinary public health intervention our state has ever undertaken.
The first phase will go to healthcare workers and first responders. Officials say there probably won't be enough to cover all of those people with the first batch, so we'll have to wait for another rollout and then another before everyone can get vaccinated. Another thing to take into consideration, vaccines from multiple manufacturers require ultra cold storage areas. For example, the vaccine made by Pfizer needs to be kept at -94 degrees, which is colder than winter in Antarctica.
Governor Evers and DHS officials are spending $80 million to help hospital systems. DHS is investing $30 million to support the cost of staffing additional beds at nursing homes and skilled care facilities. Wisconsin doctors said some patients have remained in the hospital, occupying bed space because nursing homes in the state were full or not accepting new patients during the pandemic. Another $50 million will help with COVID-related expenses at nursing facilities and go to recruiting new and former healthcare workers to settings where they're needed most.
Tonight, all Wisconsin counties have submitted their vote totals to the State Elections Commission, starting the clock for President Trump to file for a recount, as he told supporters he would. The canvass totals show Joe Biden beat President Trump by about 20,600 votes. That's about 0.6%. Close enough for the president to file for a recount. He has until 5 p.m. tomorrow to submit the $7.9 million estimated cost for the process and the required paperwork. Madison alders are set to vote tonight on ordinances that would further decriminalize the use and possession of marijuana. District 4 Alder Mike Verveer, the author and co-sponsor of the legislation, points to the connection between drug laws and racial disparities in arrest and incarceration rates as a reason to make those changes. And we'll have an update tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Next at 6, time is running out to help the Goodman Community Center provide 4,000 free Thanksgiving meals. A look at what they still need is next.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformist after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart.
Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour. There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
For almost 50 years, Feldco's provided the Midwest with the industry's best home renewal experience. In doing so, we're improving lives one home at a time. Before the winter weather moves in, take advantage of 20% off all windows, siding, and doors, and keep your family safe, warm, and comfortable all season long. Start your home improvement project with Feldco today. 20% off won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Hey, no cell phones at the table. But it's Grandma.
Hi, Mom. It's time to cozy up and have fun. Go ahead, give your home those new items you're craving for a comfy new feel. The time is right. It's Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years. You'll get an additional 25% off our already low prices. Get your look for less at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland.
Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandma. I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
There's no tree going up inside the Capitol this year since the building has been closed to the public during the pandemic, but you can still enjoy some holiday cheer as you walk past. The Capitol's exterior is now decked out with wreaths. If you are looking for gifts this holiday season that will support our community, here's a good idea for you. Some of your favorite Madison firefighters have created a calendar posing with their own pets and even some rescue pets. Proceeds from the calendar go to Dane County Humane Society and Geo's Garden. It's the therapeutic respite home care center I co-founded, which provides child care and play therapy for young children with special needs. If you would like to purchase a calendar, they are available for $20. Just go to MadisonFireCalendar.com.
This is the final week before Goodman Community Center begins packing and distributing Thanksgiving baskets. They need more community support to deliver on their promise to provide 4,000 families with holiday meals. The center's already fulfilled its need for broth and canned fruit, and they're more than halfway to their turkey goal as well. But there's still a long list of needs here. Everything from canned vegetables to mac and cheese to roaster pans. You can find the list at goodmancenter.org/Thanksgiving. You can also find donation drop-off times at that website. Some important news to share tonight. The FCC allowing News 3 Now to boost the power of our broadcast signal. If you watch us using an antenna, you may need to activate the scan function on your TV menu to rescan available channels so you can continue to enjoy News 3 Now and CBS programming.
Still ahead at 6, more on the critical need for plasma all across Wisconsin, and a look at why we are seeing so few patients choosing to go to the alternative care facility in West Dallas. And there is another warm-up coming tomorrow and Thursday. Gary has the details in your First Warn forecast.
A reservation for 2 pair of glasses and an eye exam.
Oh, you can just walk in.
I see. My reputation precedes me.
Actually, we do this for everyone.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Boop, gone.
Unbeatable prices without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Every single brand we carry is Black Friday price to move today. Check out front load washer and dryer pairs starting at $10.98 or just $5.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Hey, Culligan. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain homeownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we live where you live, so we know the importance of Midwest family traditions. And no matter how different they are this year, we'll help you make them especially memorable with everything you need to stay home for the holidays. Like this Sunbeam stand mixer, $30 off. Farm and Fleet walnut halves or pieces, $4.99. These LED string lights are just $7.99. And don't forget the snacks.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Culver's chicken sandwiches are proof that raised right tastes right.
I
really care about the food we eat, and that all starts here.
The chicken that we serve to our kids is grown right here on our farm.
It takes growers like yourself to produce these great sandwiches at Culver's.
Every bite tastes like chicken is supposed to.
This is chicken raised right.
Our grilled chicken, our crispy chicken, and our spicy crispy chicken, they are amazing.
Welcome to Delicious.
Stanton Optical is always here for you with our safe telehealth technology. You can just walk in for an eye exam whenever you need one. And your eye exam is free when you buy 2 pair of glasses for as low as $59.95. Find your nearest store at StantonOptical.com or call 1-800-STANTON.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The upper Midwest continues to be the epicenter of the COVID-19 surge, and there's a critically low supply of convalescent plasma. Health systems need blood donations from patients who've recovered from COVID-19 in order to treat those currently in the hospital with the virus. Dr. William Hartman, who runs the COVID-19 convalescent plasma program at UW, says there aren't a lot of treatments early on for COVID-19 patients, and antibody-based treatments from the plasma seem to be the most effective. He says here in Madison the supply is meeting demands, but that's not the case in other parts of the state.
But across the state, in other cities, including Milwaukee, the supply is quite low. Some places have reported having only days of supply left, not weeks. And so the shortage is critical because we're having such a surge of patients throughout the state, throughout the Midwest, that we need to increase the supply so that we have some available for all patients that need it.
He says after receiving convalescent plasma, some people report being able to breathe easier and having their headache cleared in 1 to 2 days, but it can take longer for people in more advanced stages of the disease.
UW-Madison officials are opening a second rapid COVID-19 testing site at the Kohl Center tomorrow. That'll be open to students and employees only from November 18th through December 23rd. Rapid testing is available to the public by appointment at the Nielsen Tennis Stadium. And there are hundreds of hospital beds sitting open near Milwaukee right now, but South Central Wisconsin doctors are having a hard time sending patients there to free up space where it is needed.
Well, Naomi Coles found after 6 weeks the alternate care facility is still a work in progress. Naomi?
Eric, the day before Governor Evers said he was opening the field hospital back in October, 853 people were hospitalized for COVID-19 in Wisconsin. That was October 6th. Today, that number has nearly tripled to almost 2,300. But the 500-plus bed facility is still mostly empty. Built in April and opened in October because of the surge in COVID-19 hospitalization.
Take some of the pressure off the system.
The alternative care facility at the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds had 23 patients on Tuesday. Very few of them come from South Central Wisconsin.
That field hospital has several limitations on who can go there.
Doctors identify a few big hurdles to using the facility so far. First, many patients don't want to go.
I think folks are uncertain what an alternative care facility is. It's far away. You still can't have visitors. So when we say, hey, we're busting at the seams. We've got patients who've got, much more severe disease than you do. You would do great at the ACF. Are you okay if we transfer you there? They say no.
Secondly, it's only equipped for a low level of care, and admittance guidelines are strict.
You actually have to be fairly healthy to go to the field hospital. You cannot be severely ill. You cannot be requiring ICU level care.
That's the catch, because right now ICUs are filled with COVID patients. UW Health has expanded to 6 COVID units, most added in the last month. Unity Point Health Meritor is treating more than 60 COVID patients, with more than a quarter of them in intensive care, an all-time high. Everywhere, hospitals are running out of beds and staff.
A lot of hospitals are reaching capacity. Is that combination of not only the COVID patients, but also the non-COVID patients that we're still trying to provide care for.
Several healthcare systems tell me they're constantly evaluating patients to transfer to the field hospital. But between Unity Point Health Meritor, UW Health, and St. Mary's in Madison, just 4 patients so far have made the trip.
Obviously, once a patient gets admitted to the hospital, it's very difficult to ask them to leave once they're settled with their care team.
The Department of Health Services didn't respond to questions asking for details about funding and more today. We do know it's coming out of the governor's $445 million surge reserve fund for COVID-19. And the doctors I talked to said the DHS is working to update some of those restrictions and ways to work better for hospitals.
Naomi, thank you. Gary joins us now. He's on the backyard patio with a look at our first warn forecast.
Well, after a colder day today, we had plenty of sunshine for most of the day. Some clouds started to move in late this afternoon. But as we look at three things you need to know in the forecast, it'll be windy tomorrow. But those winds will be out of the south, and that'll bring high temperatures back up to around 50 degrees. It'll be very mild on Thursday with high temperatures in the lower 60s with breezy southwesterly winds. But we'll turn a little colder for Friday. Temperatures will drop back in the mid-50s. It'll be even colder for the weekend with some showers developing Saturday afternoon and lasting into Sunday. Could be a little bit of a rain-snow mix, especially north of Madison, Saturday night and perhaps Sunday evening before the precipitation comes to an end. High temperatures today, 30s to lower 40s. Madison didn't hit the 40-degree mark. 39 was the best we could do, but southwestern Wisconsin generally saw temperatures in the lower 40s, whereas the eastern and northeastern portions of the state generally were in the 30s. Now, on weather track, the upper-level winds right now are from the northwest, but to the west, notice those winds out of the southwest across the western high plains. There's a cold front that's to our south, but it's already become stationary across South Dakota. There's a warm front behind it, so eventually both of those fronts will move eastward as a warm front later on tonight into tomorrow. And as those winds pick up out of the south, those temperatures will start to rebound. High pressure pretty close to us right now with generally light winds. Temperatures are in the 20s in northern Wisconsin, 30s in the southern part of the state. But as we look at the 24-hour temperature change, while temperatures are a little bit colder here in our part of the state, to the north and west, notice those temperatures warmer than they were 24 hours ago. That's the weather that's moving in for tomorrow. So on future track, this band of clouds is actually some warmer air aloft that's generating a few clouds. Nothing as far as precipitation is concerned. But as that moves eastward, notice the wind shift to the south overnight. By early tomorrow morning, those winds become southerly and they pick up in speed during the day. And that, coupled with partly sunny skies, will allow temperatures to get up into the upper 40s. That mild southerly and southwesterly wind flow will continue for tomorrow night into Thursday. Notice on Thursday, those winds out of the southwest, high temperatures will reach the lower 60s. Now to the north and west, there's a bank of clouds from Minnesota into northwestern Wisconsin. That will see a wind shift to the northwest as we head into Friday. That'll drop temperatures back into the middle 50s. But right now, looks like Friday will be dry. The next chance of showers will probably hold off until Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. But over the next 10 days, those temperatures well above normal for the next couple of days, drop back to near normal by the end of the weekend, and then get above normal as we head toward the Thanksgiving holiday. So for tomorrow, look for a partly sunny day, but it'll be windy and milder. High temperature topping out at 48 degrees. A few places will hit the 50-degree mark. 7 to 10 day forecast, 61 on Thursday, 54 on Friday, then showers Saturday afternoon into Sunday. Again, could be mixed with a little snow Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then again Sunday night. Dry weather expected from Monday through Wednesday of next week. Thanksgiving also looks to be dry with high temperatures in the upper 40s. Then some showers from Thursday night into Black Friday. High on Friday at 42, but falling temperatures could mix that rain with snow before it comes to an end. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $199. That's $199 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Take your day from good to great with Perkins Great Plates Under 8. Get big flavor and even bigger savings with our stack of pancakes, our magnificent 7 breakfast, big bacon BLT, and more. Made fresh for just $8 or less. And always served safely, whether you dine in, order online, or get it to go. Nothing sweetens the season like a fresh baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Reserve yours today. Order now at perkinstogo.com.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
.com.
Upland Hills Health has evolved through generations. We've never worked harder to bring you the best facility, the best providers, and the best technology to care for you. We've ranked among the top 100 critical access hospitals for 6 years, and now, in 2020, we're in the top 20 in the U.S. This is based on 50 indicators and 8 pillars of performance. Why is this important? Because when you're hurt or in pain, or ready to bring a new life into the world, you'll get the very best care here at Upland Hills Health in Dodgeville.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
As we get closer to Thanksgiving, a local organization is asking for your help to make sure no one goes hungry.
We're live at the Goodman Center with more on the items they need for their annual Thanksgiving drive and how you can safely help.
We'll see you Wednesday morning.
The Bucs have acquired guard Drew Holiday from the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for guards Eric Bledsoe and George Hill, plus 3 first-round picks. Holiday, one of the league's best defenders, one of the top players on this year's trade market. He's also expected to improve the Bucs' offensive playmaking ability, averaging 19 points a game last year. They've also acquired sharpshooting forward Bogdan Bogdanovic in a trade for Dante DiVincenzo, DJ Wilson, and Ersan Ilyasova. The question becomes whether or not this will be enough to convince league-reigning 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo to stay with the Bucs. He can sign a Supermax extension this offseason between $220 to $250 million by December 21st, or become an unrestricted free agent to sign with anybody in the summer of 2021. The Packers have activated wide receiver Allen Lazard from injured reserve after he missed 6 games. Lazard suffered a core injury in the September 27th game at New Orleans. He has 13 catches, 254 yards, and a touchdown in just 3 games. Packers play at Indianapolis on Sunday.
Eric, you get sports, I get hunting. It all evens out here. Wisconsin's 9-day gun deer season officially begins on Saturday, and as of yesterday, sales for gun, crossbow, sports, and patron licenses reached more than 590,000. Of that total, almost 344,000 are for gun privileges only. Although camping or gathering at check stations are often considered an integral part of hunting season, DNR officials and health experts are urging people not to get together with people outside of their household.
For the deer hunting season, there's a number of hunters who kind of go it alone. They go it solo, and, that's okay. You can distance in a tree stand. But we do have a rich culture of hanging out in the cabin, the boys getting together in the woods. That kind of thing just can't happen. We know that COVID would spread in those deer camps if people get together, hang out in the cabin together.
So if you are going alone, DNR officials say hunters can now complete paperwork necessary to submit a chronic wasting disease sample on their phone at a CWD sampling kiosk. The feature is meant to increase efficiency.
All right. There you go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Kinalte in the backyard patio with a final check of the forecast.
Yeah, temperatures right now are on the chilly side, but without a breeze, it's not that bad. 35 right now, Madison, 37 in Janesville. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down to around 30 degrees. Look for a windy day tomorrow with a high temperature of 48 and up to 61 on Thursday. A little colder for Friday, and then some showers over the weekend. Looks like dry weather for Thanksgiving.
Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.